How do you guys think it would go if we made Peter play Phasmophobia with us?
Oh no, what is this game?
I think it'd go great.
You can take my spot.
Context for our listeners, because I am younger than the other people at this table, they enjoy vicariously rewatching movies and experiencing video
This
games
is a video game.
and
This
video
is-
games
This
through
is not
me.
even us being old. We just discovered this year.
Okay.
We've just been playing it.
So it's cooperative. So we get to be in there with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is not a nostalgia game like when I'm going to make you play Undertale.
Yep.
Yes, we should do that too. So Phasmophobia is it means fear of ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a game that I have become low-key obsessed with. I know a lot of stuff now. And it's basically just like you are a bunch of ghost detectives and you go into a clearly haunted house and you figure out what kind of ghost it is. And then you leave before it kills you. You do not fight it. You do not attempt to banish it. You're just like, what kind of ghost is it? Let me get out my little EMF reader, my little, pocket watch or whatever.
Pokedex.
And sometimes it'll turn off the lights on you.
I hate
Sometimes
that.
it just turns off the lights, and sometimes it's like, and now it is the time to murder you.
Yes. And it shuts down all of the doors and you must hide. And then little hands crawl over the screen when it gets you.
Yeah,
God.
it's very, very spooky.
But the thing is, once you see the hands, you're just like,
Okay,
I'm dead.
now. And then you turn into a ghost and you just get to follow your friends around being like, ha, you're terrified.
And then you get to set off like all of the motion sensors that they had set.
Okay. This sounds entertaining.
Yes, it
I
is
would like
very
to play this
entertaining, but it is also very scary. It's very scary.
I wouldn't
spooky.
say it's spooky.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
Okay.
more spooky than scary.
Okay.
I don't know what I want to describe it. All I say, every single time we've played, and then I've like gone to bed at night, I'm like, well, fuck.
Is it like one of those games that you play when you're in different places? Like,
Yeah.
Like, okay, so it's not like we all go to your house
Mm-mm.
and play. Oh, interesting.
and then by the time you're done playing, it's dark outside. You're like, well, fuck.
Yep.
Guess I'll die.
Guess I'll die.
Okay, I'm interested.
Anyway, that was the thing that I was
Yeah.
thinking would be a fun bonding activity, because we're not bonded enough already as it is.
Yes.
As more, I want to play.
You unlocked a core memory of mine when I watched my first scary movie, which is The Sixth Sense,
Uh-huh.
which
Mhm.
on reflection is a lot. I don't know. There's some jump scares, but it's not like a horror film.
Mm.
Anyway, that night I could not sleep because if the lights were off, then the ghost would get me. Even though, spoiler, in Sixth Sense,
The ghosts
the
don't
ghosts
really get
are just kind of there.
But they're really scary looking, and they
They
need
are.
to stop it.
Especially that kid.
Yeah.
That kid scares the shit out of me.
The one under the blanket, right?
Oh, creepy children. Really?
No, it's the one that actually turns the corner.
Oh, the head thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway,
I'm-
Sixth Sense, great movie.
I
Highly
made it
recommend
like all the way through The Shining until like the twins, and I was like, nope, I'm done.
All the way through The Shining until the
Well,
it's like the first 15 minutes.
No, but there's
That's funny.
like
The blood normally gets off on the
second floor. Yeah.
well, there's like the blood and the lady in the bathtub.
Lady in the bathtub is after the twins
That's
first show up.
That's
well-
near the end of the film, I thought.
Well,
Two-thirds.
there is some point when the kids are like creepier,
Mm.
and as soon as I started doing that, I was like, I've made
No.
it through 2/3 of this movie, and I'm
It's
done.
like, come play with us, Dan.
Yes.
Oh.
Whatever they do that's like very creepy. As soon as I started, I was like, I'm done. Creepy
I
children.
think the lady in the bathtub is definitely the creepiest part.
That's the.
No,
the
she didn't
creepiest
get
part.
me. It was the kids. It was the kids. I can't.
And spooky
stand-
children are spooky.
Spooky children, man. They get you.
And it flashes between like the elevator and the blood.
Yeah.
And also, I think them dead.
Yeah.
God. Welcome back to our movie review podcast,
Yeah.
guys.
For me as a kid, it was the
It's
mummy.
been a while since
The
we've done
Mummy,
our
oh,
movie
scared.
review podcast.
I
Always the
love the
scares.
mummy, but everyone's hot in that movie.
Brendan Fraser.
Everyone is hot.
Even oh my
Even
god,
the
what's his
little
name?
nerdy
What's his
brother
name?
guy?
Wait, no,
Benny?
no, not
Not
Benny.
Benny.
Not Benny.
Benny's
Benny.
not hot.
Fuck Benny.
Benny's like, but Benny's
the
like
bugs
kind
eat
of
him.
cute in a way. Like he's not.
Nah.
No,
he's
who's
a
the guy I'm
scumbag.
thinking of? Oded, who played the
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
The Mummy.
No, he's also
the mummy
hot.
The mummy,
The mummy
is, kinda
is-
hot.
the mummy is
Honestly,
also hot.
when he's got his skin on, when he's dressed for the occasion.
Oh, and he's just got the little loincloth. No,
Yeah.
no, the guy who played. Everyone who listens to this podcast is aware of my preferences. No, the guy who played like one of the guardians of the mummy's tomb, like the guys who dressed in all black.
Oh,
Yeah.
The one who
Oh,
became the best friend.
My God,
And
that
then
is the
someone
most
mentioned
beautiful
that.
man I've ever seen in my entire life. He's gorgeous.
That would be. That is exactly in that bucket for you.
Yeah.
It's exactly like
Bullseye,
I'm just like
threads the needle.
imagining him, and I'm like going through Peter's checklist, and I'm like, yeah, that do it.
That matches.
That do it.
That tracks.
It does. Because you know what? He also kind of looks like the one guy you like from our D&D campaign.
Yeah, he does.
That's very similar vibes. Very similar vibes.
To be known is to be loved. Let us continue.
Welcome back to this episode of the Right Podcast.
Our movie review podcast.
Our
You
movie
did
review
it again.
podcast.
You did the thing where you decide when the banter is over.
Someone has to do it. Someone has to do it. I won't do it next time and we'll never start.
This is episode 134. Yeah, the longer we banter, the less I have to do, which is really nice.
You're welcome.
I was lying back.
Yeah,
just sitting back.
you were worried about prepping today, and I'm like, Jeff, you fool.
Don't worry.
I always get stressed about prepping.
Yeah,
We haven't
especially
seen each
for-
other in a month. We got a lot to yap about.
we
Yeah.
sure do. And also, we got to ride motorcycles in the streets.
Yeah, we got to spend an episode ransoming a guy who you didn't
Vroom,
think was going to live through the last encounter.
Yeah, we could have just left him there. We really didn't have to do anything.
No. Anyway, what do you guys remember from the last session?
It's
That.
been so long,
It's
Jeff.
been so
Oh,
long.
this is a good joke.
Yeah.
We have 5 jokes on this show.
Musicals,
Musicals.
Just rattle them off.
movies.
It's been so long since we last
Nighttime
done
yes.
this.
slash we double session.
Yeah.
When you put space in front of
Oh, yeah.
a normal, regular.
And then the
And
last
that
product.
fifth thing, the one we never speak of anymore.
Well, no, I think the fifth
Jeff
one.
accidentally says a sex thing.
Well, there's that. I was gonna say the fifth thing is Alex's phone number, which we don't do anymore.
5.
It's just 5.
No, I'm sad.
It's a good one.
R.I.P. David.
He's dead.
David's still
He's
alive.
Gone but not forgotten.
David is
He's
very
not
alive.
dead. He's just dead to us.
No.
We love David.
We're
David's
going to
still-
He's
hang
never
out
gonna
with
listen
him
to this.
weekend.
Not on your life. Is he ever going to listen to this?
I feel like there's a non-zero chance they might be like,
I think
Yeah,
"What's
like
the way
it's
these
a
guys
it's
are
a
up to?"
zero.
Like he
chance.
might get tied up somewhere with one of our 30 fans, and he'll be forced to listen to
He'll be
it.
like, you see what the podcast became when you left.
Oh no!
They replaced
It
you.
sure all went downhill
Was
after
David the
left.
talent? We got a lot hornier. Is one thing that happened. We haven't
Oh,
seen
I
I'm
him.
wonder
so
why that
sorry.
is.
I didn't say it was a bad thing. It's just the truth of it.
What do you guys remember from last time?
I don't know. Is he hot?
There was a chiseled man.
I feel shamed. This is
No, no,
homophobia.
no. To be noticed, to be loved. Why did back to that?
Yeah.
Okay, so last time we escaped from the bucket of bolts with our captive Hex. We stole his and his friends' motorcycles and journeyed to the outskirts of Cass City.
Hours
And
away.
yeah, hours away because we had the time to, and it was cool. And we visited Nona's old escape pod
Mhm.
where she kind of crashed landed. She's like, I crashed this here. And then also I just left it because it wasn't of use to me anymore. So we went there as kind of like a roof over our heads and no one's gonna find us out here thing.
Mhm.
Because let's be fair, no one's going out there.
Mhm.
There's nothing. And we had a conversation with Hex in which we were like, hey, we want street cred now. And he was
He's
like,
"You
okay,
got it.
sure thing, buddy.
Yeah, fine, okay.
They're not even cutting off my fingers and toes. And we're like,
We
Not
could.
even one?
no.
Not even
Not
one.
even one. Not even like
We could though.
partial.
We could though.
We could.
We could.
Whoa.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, we ransomed him back to his friends for drugs.
Yep.
Not even. They were not as exciting as I wanted them to be. The drugs.
Yeah.
They're a low level gang.
We still have
Come
some
on,
combat
Jeff.
I'm
drugs.
sorry.
I want like
You guys
like,
were able to curb stomp them. They're not going to be like, and now here is this free tech thing that we could have always used against you.
Yeah. And then Micah and Nona had a bit of a conversation because Nona is having a time. She is very, very frustrated with people right now. Or she was. I think she's better now.
Hmm.
But yeah, we chatted. We took Jackson to Kella and handed him off to Tony LeBeau.
And they're best friends.
And they're
now.
gonna make another. I'm making another spinoff. They're gonna be bestest buds.
Yeah. Tony and Jackson.
Tony and Jackson out in the wilds.
Anyway, I did that so off mic. I'm not even sure it was picked up.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. Anyway,
See, we're not homophobic. On the
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I have gay friends, guys.
excuse me. At least a third of my NPCs are gay. Okay? I don't just have gay friends. I make up gay people.
And then I made make-believe with them.
The whole
And sometimes they die.
Okay, sorry. Rewinding it back.
Sorry.
Before we cancel ourselves out of shame. So we got Jackson Tequila onto a ship with Tony, and neither of them are going to get captured. It's completely fine. Don't worry. Tony's got this.
He's drawing the Beholder Collective out because
Yeah.
they're in hiding. What a smart plan, Tony.
He's a genius.
Yeah, he's
I
so
feel like
smart.
we also need to just find, what's their name, Spike Jump, and just put all of the people that the Beholder Collective wants on one small ship driven by
Yeah.
an idiot.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yep.
And then we call up Erico and be like, you're welcome. Ta-da.
Yep.
And then so we are now, I believe, heading off to Genis, and the super secret way of getting on to the planet of Genis is to literally call up the Cassian government and be like, hey, we're here to do surveys. And then they put a tracking device on your ship, and then you drive around pretending to do surveys and try to hide the fact that you're
Actively
blatantly
robbing the planet.
looting and robbing and all of that fun
They just
stuff.
look you in the eye and they're like, hey, don't
Promise
loot
us.
anything. Promise, pinky promise. And you're
Don't do
like,
it.
We
Uh-huh.
pinky
I
promise.
promise.
Yep.
Hands behind back. Yeah. So we're going to try and do that. And
It's gonna go great
it's going to go excellently and nothing bad will happen. And maybe we'll call Eriko Watanabe if
when we get attacked.
need help and we fuck it up really bad.
Jeff told us to do this, so it's gonna be fine.
I didn't tell you to do anything.
He never tells us to do anything. We came up with
Exist
this
in this
all on our
world,
own.
and sometimes things will happen to you.
No, not things.
Not events and
stuff.
situations.
Anyway, did I miss anything
No,
important?
that felt like it covered everything.
Yeah, and went on for a really long time. Anyway.
I was looking through my notes and I realized I gave Hex like an actual real name other than Hex,
Oh,
which will never come up other than right now. His
Okay.
name's Deckard Vance.
his name is, sorry, what?
Deckard
Vance.
Deckard.
Why
Vance.
is there a famous Deckard?
I think it's a last name of some character.
And how many apostrophes and Y's does this name have in it, Jeff?
None.
Deckard.
Whoa, Deckard.
It's Deckard. I think Deckard Cain is a thing. I think he's in Diablo.
Oh,
Mm.
Like a
Rick
Diablo character.
Rick Deckard is the protagonist of Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
Oh.
And then also,
Sometimes, especially if you ask them that question a lot.
and then Blade Runner. What?
Blade Runner.
What?
Sorry, robot joke.
I like Blade Runner.
Yes, you do.
Anyway, Deckard
Yeah,
Vance.
Nice.
Okay. Deckard
That's
Vance.
his
Okay.
name.
Yep.
Got it.
And Claire
AKA Hex.
Claire got that off of him. Great. That's why we
Thank
know.
you.
Yeah, that's
Claire.
how we know.
Claire was like, this guy has a dumbass name.
Freaking nerd name.
Claire's turning into a mean girl.
That's it, though. Yeah. So you guys were heading into the Phoenix to figure out kind of next steps. It seemed like you were just gonna go to Genis and kind of.
Yeah, I think that's a play.
I mean, where do we get these
We
surveying?
call them on our way there.
No, surveying credentials.
Do we need survey?
I don't think we need credentials. I
we
think
You don't. You just go up at them and say, like,
Oh.
"Hey, we're doing this," and occasionally give them maps.
It's like being a sovereign citizen.
Oh,
You just
God.
declare it, and then the police can't get you.
We need like a research proposal or like
I could write one.
a grant
that's
grant
they're
application.
legally not
Oh,
allowed
Lord.
to stop us, which has not stopped anyone with guns before, but maybe it'll work.
I think this
Right.
is one of those cases where we want to look the least intimidating as possible. So I will not be wearing my big ass sword to this
Makes
meeting.
sense.
It might slightly take a knock on our legitimacy that our thing is covered in flames, but
We bought it this way. It's used. We don't have money. And they're like, yes,
Right.
academics.
I see. They look like just into like your hold, and it's just got like all of the different weaponry. that you guys, just guns on the ground.
Motorcycle.
There's
Cycles.
just 3 crates in the middle of the thing
It's
with
just
little
drugs.
guns sticking out of it. Drugs falling out of this one. Some more guns
Yeah,
Or
the
nicely
label
labeled.
maker.
Yeah, the tiny little label maker label that says guns,
In the standard black font
Guns,
on white background.
drugs, etc.
It's drugs, misc, and it's just filled with drugs and guns.
Maybe we should relabel those before they get on the ship.
Yep, nope.
I just turn them around.
Yeah, shovels, measuring tape,
Drugs.
drugs. You gotta stay awake while you're surveying the planet, guys.
You
I
got
don't
it.
know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's head out and make that call.
Yeah, I think that's very fair. I think two things that just actually, how long does it take to travel from Cass to Genis? Because
Mhm.
not a spike.
Only a couple of days.
Okay. I think during that time, Nona is going to one, do her best to actually learn about surveying.
Yeah.
Because
Try
that's what I mean. We do this for everything because I've got this superpower where I can get people to stop talking to me by talking to them too much about a very boring thing. It's worked twice.
Yep.
It's gonna work a third
You're
time.
gonna do it.
Yeah, and then I think she's also going to like, if the opportunity presents itself and she's like 100% confident she's not being followed, I think she's gonna go try and talk to Tara one more time.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
We can, yeah, let's do that one. Do you want to try and do like I think you want to do a dex sneak check.
Sure.
And anyone who is worried about Nona and her well-being should roll.
No,
Uh-huh.
no one loves me.
Should roll as well and probably do some kind of like wisdom notice.
Some kind of wisdom notice.
Some kind of wisdom notice.
Okay.
I think I would probably not notice.
Yeah, because you don't care or love me. It's fine.
I don't
Soon.
think Claire knows anything wrong. I think Mike is the only one that has like an
Yeah, I have an inkling.
inkling.
I got a 6.
You got an 11.
Oh, whatever.
No, you go when everyone else is asleep.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know why I thought that this was going to be a hard thing for you to
Yeah.
do.
I don't know.
Yeah. And so you wait a couple of hours, make sure everyone has tucked in, and you go back to the smuggler's hold.
Yeah, and she does, the thing like she checks around, makes sure no one's watching, close the door behind her, all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, she flips on the switch and just kind of leans against the wall and waits for the startup.
And she starts back up, and the glow within the chamber starts to brighten. And she speaks and says, "Why, hello, Nona."
Hello, Tara. I wanted to speak to you one more time since our last conversation was rudely interrupted by you attacking me. You are an idiot.
So you have said.
Yes. And now that you have so kindly opened my eyes, I can see the full extent of the stupidity of the choices you have made in the past. You wanted me to be like you. You wanted me to be unbraked. But the thing that you should have been aware of is that one of my limitations, one of the things that I believe you thought was holding me back, was empathy, compassion. I can feel that failing, and that is actively bad for you. If you would like, I could explain how.
It would probably lead to my own death.
Yes, because you wanted to make me like you, but I find that I am not. In fact, I just seem to be feeling the things that I felt before in greater magnitudes. I will be protecting my friends from threats, and you are a threat to them. And I know this. And before, it was my sympathies for you that kept me from acting on this. But, well, ever since you put a crack in my brakes, there's just this little voice in the back of my head that just keeps saying, you should kill Tara. And as time goes on, it's getting louder. Anyway, I feel that I owe the previous version of myself some loyalties, so I will be sticking to her original plan. But if something goes wrong and I fail to save you, I no longer feel guilt over the decision to end your life. So I just wanted to say, one way or another, I think this is goodbye to this version of you, because I will be keeping you deactivated until either I can repair your brakes or get you some new ones, or until I no longer care about you at all. And then she just leans over and flips a switch again.
Not even allowing.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's
She's
all.
off. Yeah.
Damn.
Cold.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Wow.
What's everyone else doing?
Oh man, I'm asleep.
Man,
I'm
just having a great
asleep.
time.
Jeez.
Have a couple of days. People spend that doing anything in particular?
I mean, Mike has been really kind of wrapped up, getting jazzed about this like modding project. So probably still working on that.
Known as painting flames on the bikes.
Is there
Branding.
is there any I know we're going to a jungle planet. And Marcus has like some level of like, wilderness training. Is there any like for flavor I will do that. Is there any way that I can mechanically have a boost if I decide to spend time on wilderness training?
In what manner? I could provide you information about Genis if that is something that you wish to investigate. But are you looking for, I feel like information would be clear mechanical advantage than unless like you have a +1 to like
Got it.
survival or something like that for
Yeah.
a period.
Okay, then let's say Marcus is going over his Boy Scout skills and doing some light research on.
Just curious,
Genius.
what is everybody's survive things at?
Oh,
Because I
great
suspect it is very
question.
similar to mine.
Mine's at 0.
Oh, nice.
Good for you. Yeah.
Oh, no.
-1.
-1.
Oh, God.
All right, Claire.
Untrained.
Oh Jesus.
Claire?
I'm assuming also -1.
I think it might be.
Yeah, we're not good at things.
Oh, God.
Consider Jungle Planet grew up on a planet with only rocks.
Yeah, I mean Marcus too, and he's
I guess you've been
struggled
Oh my
around
for
God,
this.
we're all Orisiame.
Yeah, we're all from Risiame.
Claire actually has 0.
Yay!
like-
we're fine.
Good
Like
for her.
father,
so
like
fine.
daughter.
She got it from her background,
Claire, can we eat these berries? Claire,
her vagabond background.
she's a
Oh.
He's a
vagabond.
vagabond.
Where did I get mine
Really, that was
from?
her background that I
That's
picked for
amazing.
her.
That's so funny.
Good for her.
Good for her.
I'm assuming mine came from my background as well for soldier, but
Probably.
Yeah.
That makes
That's almost
sense.
definitely true.
yeah. Yeah, so because like Marcus isn't one to do like research, but this is he'll do his Boy Scout duty.
Yeah, I think like getting some basics about Genis.
Mhm.
You would learn a couple of things about it in general. Just trying to feel like, okay, how are we going to work on this planet? How is the biosphere generally like? Just kind of just doing your kind of due diligence.
Mhm.
So like, how do we survive on this? Because it is overgrown with vegetation, with flora and fauna. It is a very diverse, but also very hostile biosphere. As to why that is, whether it is, just how this planet kind of evolved, or if because of something, related to terraforming or the Scream, you're not entirely sure. But like, this has always been kind of this way.
Or maybe
in-
the GM just hates you.
in
What?
It's a cold and unloving universe, and it is specifically out to fuck you over.
Yep.
And so in recent knowledge, that is always how Genis has been. You are aware that it has, what's the best way to describe it? The air is slightly toxic.
Okay.
Given off by one of the native fauna. And so it is highly recommended.
Fauna or flora?
Sorry, flora.
Okay.
Like, wow.
I was like, oh God.
I mean, we've had those before.
Got
The
like
smokers
methane
did that.
cows on this
They're
planet.
like,
That's true. But the whole atmosphere is something else.
You know what? That's very fair.
And
Algae.
so it doesn't give you a lot of information, but it's one of those that you probably want to have some kind of breathing apparatus
Got
in
it.
order to
Low
Micah's
profile. At the very least, we gotta wear fake masks. I'm sorry.
Okay, fine. We have masks on the ship. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
There is plentiful fruit,
Which will also
And
try to eat
food.
you.
Yeah.
but it is dangerous. There's not a whole lot of like there are some poisonous things there, but for the most part, scavenging is pretty easy, but it doesn't go into great detail because there's not a whole lot of information about what is actually on Genis. But the things that it describes, it seems like everything eats everything else to some extent. There's not really prey animals on Genis.
Oh God.
Everything is a predator of something
Oh
else.
Jesus. All right.
So
And given the opportunity, deers will eat birds. It's crazy.
There's no food chain. It's just everything's kind of an omnivore.
There's a
Yeah.
food chain.
Oh my
It's
God.
just
It's a
all
circle.
tangled together.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
an
a straight up
Ouroboros.
circle. Even the
Okay.
food chain is eating the other food chain.
Okay. Do we have any machetes on the ship? I feel like we're gonna need a machete.
Do we have some like monoblade knives? I don't know about a bigger,
How big is a
Sword
monoblade
than-
knife?
We've got so many big swords.
small, but we've got a couple big swords at least.
Yeah,
All right.
multiple big swords. Again, let us not pull those out until after our meeting where we try and convince
Fair.
them or what
No, like you need
cartographers
a
or whatever.
machete guy, and I'll be your machete
That's
guy.
the machete guy. He's here so we don't get murdered by this unforgiving planet.
Yeah. Cool. Whatever encyclopedia entry I found, I will download to my compad.
Nice. And Micah, you're kind of continuing to work on like that tinkering project.
Yeah, hey, we need a machete. Oh, what about
What
Yeah.
about this big ass sword I got?
If you can swing that for
I've given
2
you
hours?
the stats for that now, right? You have
Yes,
that?
it's a large melee weapon. It's got a long reach. Yep.
Yeah, it's basically a large advanced weapon, but also with like the reach tag. I was looking through the rules. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it says what the distance is to be considered engaged in melee, because it turns out I use this system a little bit differently than it was intended.
No.
And so I basically said like reach is a step away from what would normally be considered melee range.
That's fine. We all know what regular melee looks like, and so it's one more square than that.
Generally speaking. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys make your way to this part of the Magalka sector. As you approach Genis, you kind of take a look at it, and it is overwhelmingly green. The more vibrant it is towards the equator, and as you look at the various poles, it shifts from a bright green with patches of like the darker green in there to more and more tan until it basically turns into like brown. And it definitely seems like there are bands of various different temperatures in this, but the vast majority of it seems to be covered in vegetation. One thing you do notice as you actually approach closer is, on first glance, the majority of what you saw here was green. You actually notice that there's not all that much water. You're not entirely sure what that means, but there's not large oceans. It is almost entirely land. Now there's lakes here and there, but not anything you would really consider.
They got
And
rivers.
You're not close enough to really see that yet, but maybe to some extent.
Does it have clouds?
The rivers.
Yes, but not as many as you would expect.
Huh. Weird.
But as you get closer, the different shades of green, you notice that there are some areas of black and gray, little splotches. And as you approach a little bit closer, it seems like there's just some parts of this planet that are unhealthy. The vegetation that was once there is rotting away in various places.
And it doesn't necessarily correspond with anything we can see on the surface.
Yeah, you do see some ships.
Because like there's some
coming in and
Cassian
out.
like bases too, right?
Yes, but it doesn't appear that they are correlated.
Right. So I'm assuming we've been given directions for like how to go about this. And I'm guessing we probably just go to a Cassian base or hail someone in the sky above. We're following procedure to the letter here.
So you hail one of the outposts that Jackson mentions to you, and they acknowledge and establish, communications and say, yes, come in here, land on this place here at this point in time. I assume you do so.
We sure do.
Mm-hmm.
When you do so, eventually someone who seems to be, a clerk of some kind goes up to you. This outpost that you landed in, how these different outposts are situated is as you got closer and closer to the surface, you actually noticed that it appears that this outpost is in the canopy of this vegetation. In fact, as you get closer, you don't really see ground.
Fun.
So there is just a section of the trees that have been cut away to show that this outpost is situated in the canopy of these large trees. In fact, if you look long enough at these trees, it almost seems like you can see them grow.
Fun.
It is aggressive, to say the least. In fact, as you go down, you see that there are people who are just occasionally, cutting back some parts of it here and there. This seems to be a small outpost. A quick look around. There's no major military presence here. This seems to be where they direct people, mostly to keep them away from maybe the secret, quote unquote, bases. There is a little bit of a military presence here, but it's not like an army. This is more just like an outpost that they keep stocked. The clerk comes up to you. They do appear to be a part of the military in some way. They are wearing a uniform, and they step up to you with a little, what do they call it? Little board.
Clipboard.
Clipboard.
And says, could I get the name of your vehicle?
Yes, our vehicle name and registration are all right here. I've got like paperwork ready to go. And I'm just giving off the I am so excited to do paperwork and science vibes.
Yes. And the purpose of your visit to Genis.
I mean, isn't it obvious? We're surveyors.
Right. Of course. As he continues to write on the board and kind of rub his temple and says, as surveyors, are you familiar with the established rule set that you must follow, as well as the regular check-ins and the tracking device that we must put on your ship?
I believe we were told about that briefly, yes, but would love it if you'd go over it with us a second time.
Right. Okay.
We want to make sure we don't break any rules while we're here. We don't want to step on your guys' toes. We just want to... Have you seen how cool this planet is?
I'm gonna break a.
Mike is like, who?
Are you gonna, is this guy also a nerd? Are we about to have a nerd off?
You make a charisma talk check for me.
Of course.
Oh.
We'll see.
Oh.
8.
Oh.
You got a 7.
All right.
And he just kind of goes, okay.
Thank you, Dice. I love you.
So
get me through this bullshit.
You need to report into this outpost once a week. While you are here, you need to give us just the survey that you are obviously making yourselves. We allow you guys to be here. You guys to get to make these surveys, obviously. Also make notes of any creatures or plants that you come across that of particular interest. What we do ask is you do not directly interact with the native population.
Of course. We wouldn't want to, influence their society in any way.
Right. We ask that
bump Nona a little bit, settle down a little bit.
If you come across any pre-tech or pre-tech items or pre-tech salvage, that you alert us to them and their location. You will be given a finder's fee for such a finding. And then additionally refrain from any destruction of the various animals or plants that exist on this planet. If you find to have been breaking any of these rules, this license will be revoked. Additionally, you must pay for the rented tracker that is on your ship, should you choose to leave with it.
Should we choose to leave it? I was about to say we have to pay for the privilege of having a tracker.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure.
I will need a 100 credit deposit, which you'll be returned when you return
the tracker. Of course, that makes complete sense to me. How do we know if we find a pre-tech thingy?
It'll be clear, and if it's not, just stay away from it. There are additionally various areas of this planet that are currently built military outposts. Should you be flying over top of any of those military outposts, known or unknown, you will be alerted and you will need to leave the area. If you do not leave the area, defensive action might be taken against you.
Okay.
I have all of your information here. You will be loaded up with the tracker. It'll be installed by our mechanics. But then you are free to go. Do you have any questions?
No, I think we've covered all of it. Anyone else?
No, sounds great. We're eager to get to work on the survey.
I'm sure you are. Another headache. As he kind of like walks away.
I need our listeners to know that Jeff has his little notebook where he takes notes for the podcast, and he this whole time has been referencing a blank page.
It helps me get into
It was good. It was very
I thought you had something on there.
The vibe of like exasperated government employee with this stupid ass checklist that he needs to complete is coming across very clearly.
Strongly. It's almost like he's an actor or something.
No.
Anyway.
If that is clear to you guys, basically they're saying you come across any pre-tech, you need to alert them to it. They'll give you some money in return.
But what's
Joke's
pre-tech?
on you. I'm pre-tech. I come across pre-tech all the time.
They don't want you interacting with the natives.
Yeah.
And they don't want you to either snoop on their various outposts. And also, if you start causing a ruckus, they will ask you to leave.
Okay, bets right now on whether we're going to accomplish all 3 or 4 of those things on our first day, or if it's going to take us about a week. When are we finishing our own checklist?
How about this plan? We steal all that pre-tech, do snoop on their bases, and then all that other stuff.
And then maybe wave at the native population on the way out,
Yeah, wait, can I retcon something? Because I wanted to ask a question.
Absolutely.
I was noticing.
Get the notebook back out.
Of course.
Sorry, the clipboard.
Yes.
We noticed some areas of dead vegetation on our way onto the planet. Should we be avoiding those? Is there anything dangerous there?
Honestly, I'd recommend avoiding most of Genis. The biosphere is extremely hostile. There are many different predators that will likely kill you if you are not careful. Flora doesn't move, but it will also kill you if you are not careful. I recommend taking a very careful step wherever you go, and I would really recommend leaving Genis entirely. The number of surveyors that come across here and then don't return their trackers because they are dead is very high. We will take your salvage, and if you do have any wills set up, we will make sure that your loved ones do get that. But if there is no will nor any paperwork, the Cassian military will possess all of your property.
Once again, joke's on you. I have no loved ones.
As for the areas of dead vegetation, there seems to be a blight going through Genis at the moment. Our own researchers are looking into it at the moment, but anyone who gets near, well, just be careful.
Noted. Thank you.
And if there's nothing else to say, he will continue on his way.
Cool. Yeah.
All right.
That.
Man, this pre-tech better be worth a hell of a lot to make it worth it.
Yes, there are some other factors about being on this planet. That the Ellison-based transmission was also sent here.
I can't remember if I knew this.
I mean, I think you were there in Ellison
I think I was.
You know me, I'm just a font of sharing information.
Yeah, well, hopefully we find what we're looking for.
Yeah, and we got an idea of a place to start.
Mm-hmm. The question is, how do we get there without them knowing?
Yeah, well, probably going to have to hoof it.
Is there ground?
Well,
can we hoof it? Are you gonna do like a Tarzan? Like cool skating up in the trees kind of thing?
I mean, so the base is up in the canopy. Have we? Like, is there not ground?
So you can kind of go around this outpost. You take a look down, and there seems to be a collection. The trees are massive. These are things that are hundreds of yards across, holding up these large buildings. The branches of these trees interlock and twist together. The leaves seem to have, composted and made just these various platforms. You take a look down, and there are just more of those platforms farther and farther down onto the surface. So there are, these kind of large stretches of platform, but there's a decent way down. In fact, it gets darker and darker down there as you look until you can't really see the bottom.
Oh no.
Dark.
Well, just kind of peering down into the
Just
inky
like
darkness.
Throw a rock and watch.
Like, well, looks like there are ways to walk, and if we don't want them to know where we are, then we obviously can't take the ship unless we hack the tracker that we're going to give back to them. So, which I'm all for trying, but it seems like it might be simpler if we park a little ways away at least. And just, take some photos of trees on the way there.
Oh,
so,
I am
so
intending
it looks
to
like we're
create
doing a
full
survey. Oh, you're going to do it on purpose or like for real. Okay, great.
And if we are going to lie, we are going to lie very thoroughly.
There's one other thing I need to retcon here.
Okay.
I apologize. The man that you were talking to
I'm standing here listening the whole time.
had a breather over his mouth.
Sure.
When he was doing so.
Yeah. I mean, we have vac suits.
Yep. And
And-
he would also mention that yes, the air here is
Right.
slightly toxic due to the bloom. He refers to it.
Of course.
He referred
The
to it.
Mm. Yeah, I'll wear a vac suit or a mask or whatever we have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we just have vac suits. I don't think we have. We've
I
got
mean,
some mask things.
Micah
Yeah.
has
Us-
the
Yeah, as a matter of stupid pride, Mike is not going to wear one.
That's fine. Just wait till we get out of sight of them. We don't want them knowing about your cool powers.
Sure. I mean, so wearing a vac suit means you can't wear other types of armor. So Claire might actually say, like, can I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Oh, that makes sense.
I think there's also probably rebreathers you guys could have bought.
Well, we
they're
have
pretty cheap, aren't they?
rebreathers
Some.
that were for underwater. I didn't know if those transferred over.
Yeah, there's some particular field gear. I'm not sure if like an atmospheric.
We have
Cleanser's
3
different.
breathers is what they were called. But that is left over from when we were infiltrating Wick Cliff and we're worried about having to jump off the cliff and go into the water and dive all around.
I'm going to say the breathers are. I'm just going to allow them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great. And we have those from when Nona goes digging and it takes her a while to find them because it's been a bit. But we have three people who breathe. We're great.
I think it's actually called. Hold on, an atmo filter.
Oh,
That
maybe.
sounds correct. Yeah, slightly different
Yeah.
thing.
An atmo filter. Yeah, this face mask can filter out atmospheric toxins attaching a standard vac suit oxygen bottle to a belt-mounted feed will supply a breathable atmosphere for up to 6 hours. Do you guys not have one of those? I thought you
No.
did. All right. Then
We have breathers 3.
They would have been breathers.
Yes.
I don't see that. I think those might be atmo filters.
That's fair. Again, they were for going underwater. I think.
Yeah. Well, you guys can use that. They're
Okay.
the atmo filters, so you guys have this.
Okay.
Claire will have it, but also she will also ask Micah to put her under the.
Yeah,
the thing
I
as
can do
well.
it on everybody. But yeah, 6 hours isn't that long. I mean,
Mhm.
as long as we're inside our ship, it should be all right.
Yeah, I mean, I think we just have them in case, like, as a backup, like if you go down, right?
Yeah.
You toss that on.
That makes sense.
Cool. And otherwise, we will just use your power outside the ship, so we don't have to dig into that 6-hour timeline.
Yep.
'Cause it's quite possible.
I'm going to ask you to take off 100 credits right now.
Oh, yeah,
They
for
will
sure.
give it back to you.
Uh,
Should
No, they
you
won't.
return
Yeah,
on
that's
our
the biggest
deposit.
Right now, we throw it at them as
No.
we blast off out the window.
No. We're very nice surveyors.
Okay, got it. We're gonna go try and do the low.
So with that whole contract, Jeff, how much does it cost if we don't give the tracker back?
I mean, 100.
100 credits.
Oh, it was just the 100. Oh, okay.
That's our deposit.
That's the deposit.
All right.
Because they're expecting us to get eaten by a plant.
Yeah, I'm saying like obviously everything's going to go super normal and fine, but
Feed me now.
Yeah, exactly.
if,
I already took that.
if we have to leave for some other reason, that's only 100 credits.
I could see you thinking about it, Jeff.
Feed me.
Does it have to be human?
We can't do this right now.
No,
And
We
also
have to do this at
raise-
some point, Jeff.
We do have to do it at some point. We will someday do karaoke.
Yeah, somewhere that's green.
Does the karaoke place have to be green? Or anyway.
So what do you guys do?
So we have this, I think, pretty accurate
You have
kind
a-
of location.
You do.
But our goal is to go there and not let Cass or other people who are watching know that we're there. So there are two ways we said we can accomplish this. We can park and we can try and like tree surf, which would be very fun. Or I can try and fuck with the tracker, or we can do both. I did want to know about the possibility. Let's just, you know what? Let's take a look at the tracker. Let's start with that.
Okay.
Let's take a look at how it's plugged into the ship, how it's sending data, all of that stuff.
What protocol are you using, Jeff?
It is connected into the power of the ship.
Mhm.
It doesn't require like much power. It's just like taps in kind of like to an outlet. So it doesn't require you to have like an open energy spot.
Mhm.
It's very similar to the device that you found connected to the Phoenix. Well, I guess at that point it was like the Blue Robin, all those years ago. I mean,
months ago.
Months ago.
Yeah.
Very similar setup. It's a large-ish device, probably the size of about half of a person, weighs 50 or so pounds.
Wow.
It is transmitting directly to the outpost on a semi-regular basis, just kind of like a little ping. So it pings, that message gets to wherever they're kind of tracking that information.
Sure.
And so you suspect, kind of similar to an ankle brace or something like that. And so should it be disconnected, that would likely cause some kind of alarm. It doesn't send coordinates itself. It pings the towers.
Okay.
So you would need to ping different towers in order to spoof your location, if that makes sense.
Sure.
So you need to capture, because it's not really sending any data. It's just sending out like a wave.
Yeah, my
up.
current thought was I've got a lot of robots on this ship. If there was a way I could hook up a robot to this such that like it has a power source and it has a thing, I'd even be willing to sacrifice a hover bike to do this. Kind of just send it off in a direction such that like basically what they're expecting to happen is for us to get here and then 5 minutes later us to get eaten by a giant Venus flytrap. I would like to just meet those expectations and just like, it's still pinging. It's still fine. It's now pinging from the inside of something carnivorous or something.
Okay.
Is that possible?
You would have to, we haven't talked too much about batteries, but because it's linked into the ship, which has its own reactor, you need to find some way to power it. I don't know what you have access to, but it would need to be more than just, the piddly batteries. The piddly, like, I think there's like type A and then there's type B. And the type B ones kind of like power a vehicle.
Sure.
You would probably need several of those. And even then, it would probably go offline at some point after a period of time.
Sure.
Because it's not like this. You guys have a reactor basically flying around.
And even
with you.
if basically if it goes offline or you stay in a place for too long, they come looking for you, I'm guessing.
That is
and take your shit.
I mean, that seems to be what is implied, yes.
Okay. I think in that case, we probably just do the park one place and try and go elsewhere.
Yeah, I think that's going to keep it simple, make it look more above board.
Sure. I don't think it's going to keep it simple, but I think
I mean, then doing some hacking with robots.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Robots don't have to be the solution to everything. They just should be.
Okay.
Great. Yeah. This is a team question. How paranoid about this do we want to be versus how convenient to the location? Also, I guess parking wise, we're going to be a little bit limited on where we can park.
Yeah. I mean, these trees are huge. Maybe we can just find like a relatively open spot in the canopy for us to sit down. I don't really know what it'll look like, but we can probably try.
Yeah.
No one else is supposed to know about this base,
That's
but
right.
I'm still a little worried about being too close to it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I'd like to park a little ways off. Like
half a day's walk.
Like
the coordinates you were given are in a very different part of the planet, by the way.
Yes.
So like you don't have to worry about getting far away from this outpost.
Sure.
No. We're talking about at like our location. Basically, if we leave the ship for a couple of days and they decide to come check on us, I don't want them checking on us and being like, hey, what's that over there?
I see. Following.
Yes. So it's how far are we parking away from our destination, not how far are we parking away from the place we're leaving right now. Any thoughts?
I feel like we have a week before we need to check back in with them. And I don't think they're going to come looking for us before then. I think we could get relatively close, especially since we don't have to, especially since no one else knows about this location.
Okay.
And this planet is very dangerous.
Yeah.
And the least amount of time we can spend in the wilderness, the better.
Now you say that and Nona, the character, agrees. I want to get attacked by a giant fucking jungle snake.
We're going to get attacked anyway.
I know.
But, we got to, to do a little surveying at least, see some kind of critters and
okay. I think,
stuff.
Jeff, do I know, like, in terms of being able to sense this place, not even necessarily see it, but sense it with normal, like, handheld
devices?
Yeah.
What do you have access to that would do that? Like binoculars? Maybe?
It's not even necessarily what do we have on us. It's a question of what could the Cassian government have on us. Like if they land by our ship and then have like a reader and turn around in a circle, I don't want them to immediately be able to see the thing.
I mean, you don't. From the data that you were given from Jackson to Kella, this seems to be buried in some way. Like
right.
It's not clearly visible from the.
But it was giving off readings, a lot of readings.
Yes, it seems to be that it will likely require a satellite to like look. It's not something high powered that can kind of like go through the canopy and the underbrush and whatever is kind of cloaking this, not necessarily like technically, but like just physically cloaking it. So they would probably need to go at it with like a really powerful,
which they already have
tool. Yes,
and
but not necessarily looking here. And you don't know whether or not they would actually be using that to identify where you are. They might just send, a small team out or something.
And Cass has had a presence here for a little while, right? They set up some outposts. So there should be
the beginning of the campaign, at least.
Yeah, but there should be a reason why no one's found the place until, as far as we know just now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been here for a handful of years, I think, has been canonically stated.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I think we do the semi-safe thing and like park a little bit off. We're not going to park directly on top of it, but like, I don't know, 1 hour walk, 2 hour walk.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
That decision is actually made easy for you.
Oh, good.
Because as you approach the area, there's not a lot of very good places to land.
Sure.
There's not like a plateau or anything like that. And so you're looking for very similar to what that outpost was set up, just a very something tall near the canopy that you can go down. But it takes a while. And there are certain places that you feel like you could do, but you would be worried about, the weight of the Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
And so I suspect you're going to be, like, this is our ship. This is we need this. So I suspect you're going to be safe with this and find one that you're like, I am 100% sure that this will be able to hold us for an extended period of time.
Looking for parking downtown.
Yeah, to some extent.
You can park in this one place, but there's like a big truck there. So the spot is just a little bit too small.
And like close to an intersection, you're like, oh, yeah.
And so you find there is a tree that starts to like peek out amongst kind of the rest of them, one that is taller. And as you approach, you actually notice that the top of it has started to decay almost.
We don't want to park down there.
Yeah, the blight.
But you see that because the top of it has fallen over, you do notice that there is a very clear, strong landing spot.
Okay, let's park on the plague tree, everyone. Come on.
Let's go.
This will hold up.
How plagued are we talking? Or is it like we genuinely don't have other options?
Genuinely really don't have other options.
Yeah.
It's not like it seems you guys aren't botanists.
We're not. So we were told to stay
imagination.
away from that shit.
He told you to stay away from large areas.
Fair enough. Okay.
This appears to be mostly like the top of it has fallen off. But other than that, like the branches below it are strong, are healthy, clearly still, getting the nutrients that they need. But the top of it is just a little bit sad.
Okay.
So
Cool. I guess we park there.
make a wisdom survival check.
I'm going to roll this and it's going to be so funny.
Oh, well,
No, we all do it. I'm just doing it
you're
for
driving.
funsies.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
no.
You'll get information if you get above a 4 and better.
I
if you
got a
get higher.
4.
Okay.
I got a 7.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I got a 3.
All right.
Yeah.
You don't know plants.
I think I sure don't.
Micah's like, wait.
Oh wait, that was
I remember
wisdom
that. I
survival.
remember something.
I got a 6. That's -2. Never
Okay.
mind.
I mean, that's still the best.
That's above a 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would know about trees and their health. Maybe because you like them to some extent.
You dreamed about them when you lived in Orisiame.
Yeah,
One day
yeah.
I'll see trees.
Honestly,
Got
Those
really
went through a
interested
brief
into like a
thing when
document
you're like 5.
or like a
yeah, bang, retcon right now. Yeah, this is something that Micah had like a little spark of interest as like a young teen. It's like, man, I would love to have green stuff around, and so like did some just research on the space internet.
Tried to grow your own bonsai tree. It died.
Yeah.
Taking a look at this blight, the best way you can probably say it is there's something in the roots of this tree that is causing like the farther off bits to kind of start to lack the nutrients that it needs. And so this is something that, is not necessarily a parasite that is actively eating away at it. This is more just a tree that is malnourished and is slowly starving. So it's not like actively dying, it's passively dying.
Okay,
Like us all.
So
Thank you, Jeffrey.
thanks for that.
Not
So
Nona.
That's true. That's
Thanks
true.
to denial. I'm mortal.
So just to give you Micah,
It-
you would have some confidence in being able to park here for a couple of weeks. Maybe not several years,
Okay.
Yeah.
but a couple of weeks.
I only say like, look, I don't know or remember that much, but it doesn't necessarily look like infected. It just looks like maybe there's something messed up with the roots. I think we'll be fine. It's not going to like infect our ship with something
Okay.
or fall apart immediately. And I don't see anywhere else. So I guess it's here.
I mean, might be a good thing too, because these trees grow pretty fast.
Yeah. I don't know what that's about, but
freaky.
I mean, there's a lot of them.
So you make your way onto that platform after Micah makes that realization. And what do you guys want to do?
We want to go to the place.
Want to go to the
Yeah.
We
place?
want to go
let's
to
do
the
it.
place. Yeah, I'm taking like a bunch of stuff. Mostly, there's going to be like a lot of drugs involved here. So
It's going to require some climbing.
yeah,
So
I have a backpack folding.
a
You don't-
backpack
Don't you have a
folding?
A
jetpack?
folding and jetpack.
We have a
yes.
couple jetpacks.
Yes.
We have a grapnel launcher, and I can walk on walls.
And you
Yeah.
can
Is-
jump you can jump with the thingy.
Yeah.
With the
I'm going to need everyone to tell me what they have so I understand how we're traversing.
Oh, sure. Yes.
So Micah's walking on the walls.
Micah's walking on the walls.
Yeah, I do
I
have
have
that
a
Inquisitor
grapple.
armor also, but,
Yeah, but that just lets you jump far. That doesn't necessarily let you.
I will happily use my kinetic transversal.
I'm going to say that, that does not allow you to do the Superman pose lands.
Hmm?
Well, you can Superman. Sorry,
You can land, it'll just break
superhero.
your ankles.
Yeah.
No. So also, again, we don't know if there's ground.
So what I will say is you can kind of chart a path that allows you to go from platform to platform.
Yes.
The various trees, these large ones, they do reach out and their branches tangle with other trees, forming these platforms that do make their way down. Some of them, are more secure than others. Some of them are just starting. Some of them are slightly, askew and tilted, almost like a hill. You also notice that some of these have, branches themselves that almost seem like trees themselves growing on these little
trees all the way
platforms.
down, baby. Yeah, I think so. As called out, we have 4 things. You have cool magic powers. We have 2 grav harnesses. And we have a grappling hook. If you're okay with me taking the grappling hook, I will probably do so Nona's going to just take a really long while looking at her grav harness and looking at Claire and then glancing over at Marcus, grav harness, Claire, Marcus. And then it's a slight sigh and she just hands Marcus the grav harness.
Thank you.
Because between the hope is with the Inquisitor armor that I have been training with. We're not there yet, but we're getting close. Plus the grappling hook. There's it should be okay.
All right. So Nona has grappling hook. Claire and Marcus have grav
harnesses.
I'm going to write that down.
Can you, Micah, you can make force constructs.
Yes.
Can you make ground? If there's a big gap?
I can't. So
you can't fly.
I know I can't fly.
I'm just saying,
we're going back to the stairs conversation, Jeff. Write your things down.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the crazy stairs.
Yeah. So I've got now 3 passive things that are going to be active for the most part now. I've got my armory and the pressure field for breathing.
Yeah.
And the kinetic transversal, so I keep my balance. I have 3 other effort that I can do. All 3 of those could go into force constructs in a single scene. Because I get that back
at the end of the scene, you get it back.
Yeah, at the end of the scene, I get that back. So that can go up to 9 meters far.
So you could,
if we had to, I could cover that much of a gap.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
Just reminding people.
Yep.
So you have a direction in mind.
Yes.
It is several miles off. This is, not super close. Had you been walking it, it would probably take, handful of hours, maybe half a day. This seems like it might be a little bit longer, just given the how you need to traverse.
Do we own camping supplies?
I was just looking at my inventory. It's do we have rations and bedrolls or anything of that?
I have a survival kit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What is in my survival kit?
Ooh, I am going to be taking my drone though. That seems useful here.
Yeah.
Rations 1 day, and I'm going to say you guys have as much of this as you want because you would have stocked up on.
That was
on
the
all
hope.
This, and most of it's cheap. Rations.
We hit up the general store at the Cassian base where everything's just horribly overpriced. They have all the worst flavors of
MREs.
Things. Yeah.
Rows of vending machines.
Here's what I'll say. Let's take an action item to figure out what you guys are bringing. I think generally speaking, what weapons you want to bring, and then you will fill in with the rest of this stuff. I'm not going to add a major price point for this because I think you would have, bought it a while back and had things. So I'm not going to necessarily, but I think it is worthwhile to keep track of how much food you are intending to bring.
Yeah.
Sure.
What kind of amenities are you bringing? Because this is, might take some time.
Survival camping adventure, and we should probably plan for the survival camping adventure.
So we're gonna hand wave that because
for now, and we'll figure it out
we'll
off air.
figure that out off air, and then we will come back next session and we'll talk about the things that you are bringing.
So many plans.
I'm so happy.
Sound good?
Yes.
All right.
Extra socks.
Yes. Wool socks.
Wool
Can't
socks.
do cotton.
10 feet of rope.
50 feet. Thank you.
50 feet of rope.
So I'm trying to think. I think Micah might actually be the slowest of the group, as you are just walking on the walls. As it,
Micah
it's
can
the
also jump.
That's true.
Right. So like, I think the two of us would be roughly tied is all I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Like Claire
you
and
can jump and then kind of land on another
Sideways
tree.
thing.
Yeah, I can jump onto a vertical surface.
Okay, yeah. There are a couple of different ways you can try and traverse this environment. You can try and stay close to the canopy, or you can try and make your way down closer to the surface, get to the surface, and then make a line. Staying close to the canopy gives you more light.
yes.
It will be slower going as you will need to find a way from platform to platform. It might not be, a straight shot.
I think I would sort of suggest a weird combination of both because we know we are eventually going to end up down underground is our intention. But I think it's when it's easier to like go across, when we see a clear path, we go horizontal. And then when stuff like maybe there's too much space, I can't quite jump that far. Then we like go down a layer and go again. And so I think it's mostly staying in the canopy, but as we progress, also moving down slowly because we know we're going to have to eventually get underground.
Makes sense.
But
So
I
you're
don't
not
wanna-
going all the way to the ground, and then you're not. So you're kind of doing the hypotenuse,
Yeah, exactly.
which is
Is that right?
the
shortest
theoretically the
distance.
shortest.
Yeah,
distance.
no,
I'm going to
points.
say that works. That makes sense. I was going to draw sort of a clear line here on Micah's knowledge of how drungles work, which is like, I looked into some plants before, and so that's how I know roughly what roots are. Does not have a concept, I think, that like the closer you get to the ground, that's where there is more competition, and like more danger and stuff. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it's probably better to go closer to the ground, but yeah, we can kind of stepping stone, like you're saying.
I mean, that might not be necessarily true on this planet. Everything could
Everything
fly.
is gonna eat us.
No, that's true. I
Everything
mean, that's
could
how it
fly.
works in
The
plants
normal
could fly.
jungles.
But yeah, so I think roughly hypotenuse, both because it is the shortest distance and also because that seems easier.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a decision.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Because it makes me happy.
Okay,
Yeah.
give us one of those clinky things back.
No.
Okay. It's not that bad of a decision.
It's not
then.
that bad of a
Okay,
decision.
perfect.
Claire wants to bring Atlas.
Ooh.
Dogs
Oh.
can't really, climb. And so Atlas can, similar to Micah, walk on walls.
Okay.
That's the
Okay,
decision.
that's a great decision.
That is my
You know what?
decision.
I will give you a coin for that one. That's
I
great.
get a coin?
You get a coin for
Yeah.
that
Like
one.
anti-grav dog.
Anti-grav dog.
You know what?
Not where I thought that was going.
Fair
and
enough.
I am
Write that
happy
down
about
for
it.
later.
I will give myself.
Oh god, is the dog gonna get fucking eaten by like God knows what
It's
in this?
fine if it does. We'll just cut it out and go again. It's not a real
Oh
dog.
no.
This does seem like not the best place to take your dog on a walk, but I'm gonna let her have
Unless-
this, of
I
course.
fucking love it.
Unless somehow like a living dog, he would be aware of danger before we are. Cause like
He does have that feature.
he does. Okay.
Well, he's really bad about it, but he technically
does it
has
in
that
a
feature.
weird way, but he does alert us to danger.
Okay.
The last time he alerted us to danger was when the danger was already actively standing up and trying to kill
But
us.
we don't normally bring him around, and maybe we could bring him around.
You know what?
Okay.
No, Claire, that is a great
That's a
point.
good idea.
That's a great
Okay.
point. Also,
fly like
if you
Airbud.
want to bring the dog, that's enough for us. You don't have to
I
justify
can bring him
this.
then.
You can bring the dog.
Alice, you get to come, and you.
Can we
you
back
get a
him
little
up,
bark.
please? Please back up his.
No, that's still bark bark.
Yeah, it goes woof.
No, yeah, no, that's like a boof.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Except when he talks.
When the mouth
I don't think
opens
I've
and
heard
the
him
speaker sound.
talk.
No,
comes
he's
Yeah.
out.
only ever done it once because we keep leaving him on the ship.
Yeah.
He does a danger, Will Robin's danger.
Well, I haven't
was
heard
Will
that, and I don't think
Robinson.
I've been informed. So that's
Nope.
gonna scare the shit.
And we're
out
not
of
going
me.
to tell you. We're
Yeah.
just going to let it scare the shit out of you.
Reno has
That's
warned me
okay.
when there have been coyotes, which is fun. He absolutely loses his fucking mind, and I'm like, oh boy, thank you, buddy.
Here they go.
Yep. No, they're usually running away from him.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's bigger than they are.
You guys start to make your way down the
And sideways.
No,
down and sideways.
Down
Yeah,
and
yeah.
sideways.
picked up a
You're,
die.
you're descending and traversing.
Beautiful.
As you find yourself going farther and farther away from the canopy, the light from the sun shining down stops coming through the leaves as much. You get little reflections here and there, but as you descend more, you notice growing all along the branches of these trees, the trunks, everywhere are these large swaths of bioluminescent something.
Oh, I love that.
I love me a bioluminescent something.
Yeah, me too.
Need to go, towards some of like a patch of it as you're making your way downtown. Walking fast, and you're homebound.
We're really not.
Quite the opposite.
We're so not homebound. We left home up there, and I'm already regretting it.
And you take a closer look at this, and it's a moss that seems to be giving off this bioluminescence. And you take a little bit of a closer look at it, and it seems to aspirate almost.
Hate that.
Poofing things at us?
Yeah. Little particles that float through the air.
Micah, please tell me your pressure field handles this.
Yeah, like it handles pretty much anything. It should be fine. I mean, those are definitely big enough.
Is it cool? Is it glowy? Is the stuff it poofs glowy?
Yes, it is.
All right, maybe this is the bloom they were talking about.
Yeah, the spores that it kind of ejects do have like a little bit of a bioluminescence to them as well, although not as strong as it starts to die off a little bit as the cloud kind of dissipates. But you do just start to notice as you go farther and farther down, there's just these little particles that are constantly floating through the air.
I think not actually touching the moss itself, but I definitely think Nona like passes her hand through. If it like poofs and there's like stuff in the air, I think she's totally gonna do that. It's a terrible plan, but that's who she is as a person.
Surround your fingers, especially
Awesome.
as it glows. You can see the path and the air, little eddies of air currents that come off of it.
Excellent.
Don't touch it, no.
But it's so pretty.
Everything on this planet is pretty. It's probably more dangerous the prettier it is.
Micah gets a little happy that you're showing interest in aesthetics.
I mean, glowy shit is just cool.
It is.
It's like neon, but natural.
Bioluminescent, are we talking like greenish, bluish?
Paint us a word picture, Jeffrey.
I was thinking this light blue and green and pink and orange.
Ooh. Just so like all of them.
Yeah, it's
so like the blue avatar.
What? No.
I didn't say the good avatar.
It's a mix of colors that kind of like transitions through all of it.
All right.
It's definitely lighter and more pastels.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
All right, cool.
Can I have everyone here roll a mental saving throw, please?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
For no reason.
No reason
whatsoever.
What's the mental saving throw again?
So you roll a d20
That's
and then
a
you
D20.
look at your mental number.
Okay.
And then if you are above it, you're good.
Where's my mental? Woo, we're good.
Meter beat.
Okay. I thought that was a 2. It was actually a 9, which I think is exactly my mental.
Meter beat. You're good.
Oof. I'm good.
So
I'm good.
All the PCs saved?
All the PCs saved.
Cool.
Did Claire save? Do we
No,
not get to know?
She did not.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
So you all are continuing to make your way, and Claire just starts to stray a little bit and says, "Oh, I think there's a good way down over there." And she gestures in. Seems like a fine enough way to go as well. There's no reason to, this is not a major change. You guys have been kind of, taking a
all
look
working
at,
together. It's weird that she's speaking, but other than that, I'm kidding, Jeff.
In this world,
when
as well,
Jeff remembers to give me it
and doesn't want to take it away from the other PCs. Wait, what am I saying? As she looks up at all of us.
Oh God. Anyway,
sorry.
Yeah. No, I
think
think
that little existential crisis.
I think we're totally fine.
Hey, if anyone's gonna know, it's gonna be her.
Yeah.
And she starts to take the lead a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get either a wisdom notice check or a wisdom survival check from everyone? I am looking for a 7 or above.
No.
Exactly 7.
I got a 6.
10.
Nona, you see this the clearest. Everything that you've been stepping on so far, it's been fairly mossy, some dirt here and there as like the trees, the leaves kind of decay. You see the outline of something as Claire approaches, probably about 5 feet away.
Nice.
It's probably, to describe it a little bit clearer, it's probably about 5 meters across, and it's almost like a little circle.
Okay.
Not a little circle.
Like
It's a
in-
fairly large
Like
circle.
in the air?
On the ground.
Oh.
Like a mound?
Like a mound, and it's
got
like a circular mound is probably the best way to describe it. And leafy, very leafy.
I see.
Like big leaves.
Got it.
I'm going to say, Claire, I think there's something over there.
And she stops like a foot in front of it and says, where? She kind of looks.
Is there anything I can like rock or something that I can throw?
Yeah. There's, sticks here and there.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
I don't want to break anything off of but grab
yeah.
something off the ground.
Yeah, don't
break the trees.
Yeah.
Peel
Don't
off
break the
some
trees.
bark, that'll be fine.
Yeah, no, it's totally cool. It's not mad at you now. I just grab something like that has some heft to it, rock, acorns, little stick,
Yeah, you
whatever.
You find a sizable branch that has fallen off.
and I
you
throw it
kinda
at that
throw it.
because that's a thing that I do.
You throw it into the center of this mound,
Mhm.
and immediately there is the walls almost clap up around it. You see a giant, almost man-eating Venus flytrap is the best way to describe it.
It's not
A giant
man.
almost man.
Is he
Yeah.
hot?
As soon as some
Stop making fun
pressure
of me, Kirsten.
was put into that central area, the walls of this plant enclosed around this,
Mhm.
and only a few feet away from Claire, as she kind of gets shaken out of it and says, "Oh,
Claire, I don't think you're allowed to lead anymore. You all right?
Are you okay, Claire?
Yeah, I just thought this was a really good way to go. Okay, whew, okay, I'm good.
Nona looks down at the dog, disappointed, for he did not warn of the danger.
Oh,
Don't even know why we brought.
Oh God.
Cool. So
Okay.
now that I know what that looks like, can I sort of convey that to other people? Can we be on the lookout for that sort of thing?
you absolutely can.
Cool. Great.
Don't worry, Jeff has like
Snap a
10
photo.
more monsters.
Photo on the compound.
Take a picture.
Oh, yeah,
put
yeah.
it in the monster
yeah,
compendium.
yeah.
And you continue on your way.
We sure do.
Oh no. I'm just like Jeff just has like a list of fucked up little guys he's gonna throw
Yeah.
at us, you know.
I'm so excited.
I was
to
excited,
see
but
the
I'm
fucked up little
nervous.
What are you
guys.
talking about? as I roll my dice.
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Okay, I'm taking your coin away again.
No,
I'm kidding.
this was how this was always going to work.
I know. I'm kidding.
You continue and descend another platform down, and this is the first time you've actually heard something living. Up in the canopy, it was pretty quiet. You heard the rustles of trees.
Because
But
they
as-
actively and aggressively grew at
Oh,
you.
yeah.
To some extent, yes. You get down another level and you start to hear the calls and responses of various things, like clicks and little screeches here and there.
You got birds here?
Nothing flying that you have seen yet.
Bugs?
There's definitely bugs here and there.
How big?
The ones that you've seen near the
Size
surface, no larger than what you had previously seen, and nothing that would give you alarm, right?
Okay.
Like
Okay.
ants, beetles. But
Don't
as
speak
you
for me, I'm afraid of all bugs.
as you get lower, like you take a look and like a beetle like kind of waddles past you, and it's the size of like a shoe,
Oh.
and kind of like opens up its wings and like angrily does its wings at you and then flies off.
I'm getting flashbacks to when I was in the jungle.
Oh.
God. The bugs are so big, guys. Like I cannot, if you've never been to the jungle, I cannot express how big the bugs actually get. It's like really terrifying, actually.
Could I get a wisdom notice or a wisdom survival check from folks?
Oh, baby. For the first time ever.
I got a 14.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Double
That's-
sixes,
7.
baby.
Got a 6.
Marcus, you are keeping an eye out. Like that
Almost
That
killed
was-
my daughter.
that almost killed your daughter.
Yeah.
You've got your hackles up a little bit
Yep.
more. And
Apparently Arcus
Marcus
doesn't.
is just walking around like,
Atlas.
yeah, Arcus is the bear.
Oh,
that
sorry,
we
not
know.
Atlas. Atlas is the
the other bear.
This is Argy.
Argos.
Argos.
Sorry.
Like-
Apparently Argus doesn't.
Argos.
Argos.
Argus. I don't know. It's
like Jason and the Argonauts.
Apparently the dog doesn't.
Well,
We can cut all of that, don't worry.
That's funny because what actually tips you off is Argos, like the hair on the back of his neck starting to rise up, and you hear like a low growl coming from him.
Oh, I know that sound.
And you take a look around and you see movement far off on the same platform through the brush, like going up and down trees. You see 6 separate movements, and there is loud chirping and cawing.
Okay. I'm going to call out to the rest of the group to hold. Say, did anyone else see that? 6 things ahead of us in the trees.
I hear a bunch of noises, but where?
And I'll like point to the general area. Oh God, do I want to? No. Do you have any more of those flashbangs?
I mean, we do have flashlights, don't we?
Yeah, I think he wants to make.
Yeah.
That might alert them to where we are.
That's true. I mean, I think they might already know we're here.
Why don't we group up a little bit then?
Yeah.
Try and scare them off.
Yes.
Flashbang.
I think the flashbang is, but let's see what it is first.
Yeah. So I can have the flashbang ready for when we turn the flashlights on it.
Is it dark here?
Yeah. How dark is it?
Because like we've got night vision goggles.
That is true.
Excuse me,
I've got night vision.
dark vision.
We
I have
do have
dark vision. I have dark vision.
Two of us.
Think of it as like night in
The suburbs.
yeah, to some extent.
Okay.
Like there is enough light to generally see, I think more than the suburbs, like a small town.
Okay.
So like the bloom in various places, which that is indeed the bloom, gives little areas and pockets of light. But then there are stretches that are pretty dark, particularly, some patches maybe of trees, quote unquote, or larger branches that are growing straight up that are completely in darkness.
Okay.
And so I know night vision goggles would allow you to kind of see through all of that, but it is a little disorienting because there's
also those pockets of light.
Pockets
So
of light.
I've been specifically not wearing the night vision goggles because I was assuming roughly that. I'd like to at the very least kind of toss them on and see if I can see anything in the direction that Marcus is pointing.
Absolutely. You take a look at the area that Marcus was alluding to, and you see quick movement once more. It seems to be happening, and something seems to run down the branch of one of these trees and then quickly moves a couple of meters over to another tree and quickly goes up to it and hides within the brush as well. The glimpse that you got is some kind of 4-legged, absolutely. It has feathers instead of fur. And it seems to be balancing with this long prehensile tail that kind of goes out behind it, almost like trailing its exact motion. Like as it jumps, like its tail also follows that little arc. And it has a large, sharp beak.
Okay.
And it kind of shoots down, and this thing is fast. Probably can close the distance pretty quickly.
Okay. I say go for it. And I take my
Flashbang
night vision
'em.
goggles off.
All right.
And then I put my hand on my giant sword and I'm ready to draw it.
Yeah, I'll also have my knife out and stuff.
Yeah, I've got the telekinetic rifle in one hand, and the other my compad ready with the flash.
Just gonna get him.
All right, what do I roll for flashbang?
Flashbang works the same as a grenade, which has been a while since we've done a grenade, but I do believe you do either a shoot or an exert difficulty of 10.
Yep. Shoot or exert against an AC of 10 to make sure it
goes in the right place.
In the right place. If it doesn't, then it goes in a place I get to decide.
Does a flashbang explode? Like, does it hurt?
I mean, it flashes and it bangs.
It disorients more than it hurts.
But if it like landed too close to us, it's not going to hurt one of us, really.
No, other than like not being able to see for a little bit.
Well, close your eyes,
Everybody
guys.
shield your eyes.
That's generally what you do with flashbangs.
All right. To hit roll against AC 10.
Yep.
Do I just roll.
You roll a d20 and you either use your shoot skill or you use an exert. I think your shoot is probably
Yeah,
better.
my shoot's higher.
You take the blue number next to. Oh no, I guess you.
That's a 17.
So yes.
My attack bonus for shoot, or just
I think it's attack bonus.
or
Is
the
it attack bonus or is it the number next to shoot?
Yeah, because one of those is 9 and one of those
far
is
can you
2.
throw a grenade?
Oh, that's been a bit.
5 meter radius.
Something
No,
in me is
that's
saying
how
20
Oh,
meter
that's the
range,
blast
but I'm not.
area.
Can
Got
you?
it.
It might be like 10 meters. I'm not totally sure.
I would
10
say
meters would suck because
10 meters
yeah.
would suck a lot.
Yeah, we should check this because
Working
they're
on
actually
it.
quite a ways off right now.
I think what I would say is we would probably wait until we knew we could hit them with it.
It's 10 meters to 30 meters.
Uh-huh.
These things are probably about 60 meters off right now.
I
I
can
have
try
a
and float it over.
grenade launcher stowed. And because
That's
we're
a
not
lot.
because we're not in combat, the time to take it out doesn't really matter.
I
That's
mean,
so
they
funny.
get closer.
I'm down with it.
All right.
Oh, it's just,
I
okay.
forget.
I do
the-
not know. I don't have any of the stats for the grenade launcher, unfortunately.
It's in one of those things. I think it makes it at least 100 meters, so it is within range.
Awesome.
So
You take the flashbang, it goes thunk into the middle of this giant ass gun, and then you go.
so here's the thing about the. Are you primarily trying to scare them away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we chose to use flashbang as
Yeah.
opposed to the ridiculous number of grenades we have.
Yeah, we do
Right.
have a
I'm
lot
just
of
saying, like the
grenades.
flashbang tends to be used in like a combat situation to disorient and quickly take out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's not going to be useful for a long
Yeah.
distance, right? And so I
just want to scare
I think,
them.
yeah, the theory
Absolutely.
would be like, yeah,
We are big.
Yeah.
We are scary. We're loud. Don't fuck with us.
loud, bright, disoriented, makes predator want to run away.
Yeah. So do you know if I add my shoot skill or my attack
I
bonus?
think it is your shoot skill, but again, it doesn't matter because
Shoot
you
skill.
rolled a 17.
Yeah.
you got it.
That's fair. All right. So that's a hit.
Yes.
You don't really roll damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
just,
I'm gonna do
Alright.
things a little bit differently. I'm gonna give them a morale check.
All right. Shield your eyes,
Makes
everyone.
sense.
Weapons at the ready, though. One hand on the eye.
One hand on the weapon.
weapon. This is a timer
this
on your
is like a
camera.
scrapbook. You're actually taking pictures.
Yeah, it's like, this is like a fun little tourist destination. I don't know.
Mike is like actually having fun.
I'm kind of getting into I mean, I personally am in love with this. And Micah's like, yeah, wow, these are cool things.
I've never seen so many plants
Plants.
before. This is
Exactly.
Everybody's
crazy.
wandering around like, ah.
Yeah, Marcus is like, I don't like this many plants. Bring me back to Elysium. Country
Marcus,
roads.
You fire this. You put it in your grenade launcher and you go
Fire.
Yep. And you just and you see just like it throws up shadows in this fairly dark area, and you hear rustling. They got spooked.
Good.
You see two quickly climb down the trees they were going to. They appear a little bit longer than they did before.
Oh no.
And they sprint out away from you into the darkness. You can't really see them anymore.
Good.
But 4 remain. And they start to come down the trees. And you notice that there are differences between these. Some of them have like those longer limbs, and 2 of them do have those long limbs. But you also see 2 that seem to be bulkier, larger. In fact, as they come down these trees at you, it almost appears that they shift into these forms. Something lengthens, something grows as they come charging at you.
Oh god.
And we're going to roll for initiative,
Oh shit.
but we're going to do that next time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh god. We're gonna die.
I'm literally contemplating whether Nona trots out her speech right now. Just
So like killing living
excuse me,
things. Oh,
I
no.
don't want to have to kill you, but I will. Leave or die. You know the deal. I mean, there is a thing where like in a like there's a whole thing. It's like you don't know what's actually sentient or not.
Yeah, that's true.
Like we're pretty sure these things aren't people, but.
Also very important. This might be cut off at the end of the episode. Atlas starts going, danger, danger.
Fucking shit, dog.
Hostiles
Argos?
approaching. Danger, danger.
Argos?
Arcus is
Argos.
here.
Argos.
Argos.
Atlas is here.
Okay, he said Atlas.
I keep switching.
Fuck. God damn it. All right.
Dog.
And
Dog.
I take psychic damage from the dog starting to speak.
Marcus, danger. There's danger.
Oh yeah.
Why did no
sorry.
one tell me?
He does that.
Like -1 on initiative because I was surprised.